only through God's regular speaking into the world, into our life, into our souls. We really live, as Deuteronomy reminds us, and as Jesus pointed out to the devil when Jesus was tempted in the wilderness, we really live by every word that comes from the mouth of God. We have a talking God. And God is always talking. Are we listening? Maybe. The only way to true significance and satisfaction in life is to listen to this talking God. People are meant to live in an ongoing relationship with the God who speaks. Jesus says, go ahead and talk back. Ask, seek, and knock. Do you think Jesus was pulling a bait and switch on us by saying, yeah, go ahead and pray and ask, seek, and knock? Nobody's really there, but go ahead. No, God's there. God talks, and we can talk. We never can abandon our thinking and our understanding of the God who speaks, because the God who speaks really is about our ongoing relationship with the Almighty Creator. God speaks in creation, and God speaks in the Holy Bible. Now, I grew up in the Lutheran Church, and I don't think as a young boy that I was any more sure of my prayer life, listening to God, than anyone else. But I do know that I went to Sunday school every week. And I was not all that excited about reading out of the American Bible Society Bibles with print that was maybe an eighth of an inch high, and you really couldn't read it. And I still can't figure this out, because we are really excited about our kids in Kid City, teaching them these stories in the Bible. We use the Revised Standard Version back when I was a kid. It's a 12th grade reading level. And you give it to little second graders, whatever, and say, go ahead, read that and understand that. Impossible. God's Word is more important, and we have to help people understand it. But there was something about the seriousness of the teachers in Sunday school, the curriculum with pictures, all the Bible story pictures, and something in the Bible came through to me. And then there were nightly devotions with Mom at home. We used Little Visits with God. It's a little book that I use with our kids when we're up here for a kids' sermon. You can get that on Amazon. And it's a really nice book, because it's not just all the Bible stories, which are great, but the title is what? Little Visits with God. God is alive. God is speaking. You're visiting with God. And so as a kid, I didn't know it at the time, but I think it was kind of taught to me that God speaks and I can talk back with God. And sometimes I think maybe our Kid City kids know more intuitively than we adults. And we forget things like baptism and communion, how much of a big deal it is. And we read a little bit of the Bible, don't understand it, whatever. But the kids get the Bible stories. Jesus said, remember, if you want to come to me, how do you come? As a little child. So maybe we need to look at the Bible as a little child and embrace the stories and just read it, not for pure information, but how is God speaking to us through the Bible? Because God is talking.